Weather patterns are on the move, and there are implications for oil and for corn. The combination of a weak El Nino, some cooler waters off the coast of North America, and a relatively cool Gulf of Mexico resulted in the cooler, wet, and extended spring in the Corn Belt that delayed plantings, as well as being part of the reason for a lack of hurricanes in the first part of the 2019 season in the Atlantic Ocean. Big changes have occurred since May. Now, in August 2019, the weak El Nino has faded away. We have very warmer than usual waters in the northern Pacific off the coast of North America and a very warm Gulf of Mexico and Atlantic Ocean right in Hurricane Alley. What do these changing patterns of ocean temperature tell us? Well, long-distance weather forecasting is probabilistic. We don't know what will happen. However, the probabilities have shifted. First, the possibility of a very active fall hurricane season is now more likely. And second, the possibility of a benign weather pattern for the 2020 corn planting season is also more likely. And that's the opposite of what happened in the spring of 2019. Now, what might this mean for oil and corn markets if these new weather patterns persist? Well, the Gulf of Mexico is an important oil-producing region, and with the U.S. now being a big exporter of oil, many ships full of oil now leave from the ports in Texas and Louisiana. El Nino's shifting wind patterns aloft, they constrained hurricanes from forming, and that constraint is now gone. So the lack of hurricane activity in June, July, and August may be a very poor guide for what could happen in September, October, and November. If a hurricane were to form and track into the Gulf of Mexico, the warm waters could create a very large and powerful storm. You probably don't remember Hurricane Camille in 1969, but the weather pattern had some interesting similarities. A hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico can disrupt both oil production and exports, leading to temporarily oil price volatility. For corn planting in the spring of 2020, the early indications, often wrong by the way, are that the wet cold planting season of 2019 will not be repeated. This would mean more corn should it work out this way. I'm Blue Putnam, Chief Economist, CME Group, with the long-range probabilistic weather forecast.